Today, on running to Him, as
In
Christians,
our desire to
we
serve
must
the
prepare
world,
ourselves to
we are
nourish those
captured
whom
by our
God gives us,
foolishness.
so they do not drift away to their desires and destruction. If you're joining us in going through the Pauline letters, today's reading is 2 Timothy chapter 4, and we will concentrate on verses 2 through 4. 2 Timothy 4, 2 through 4 says, "Preach the word, be ready in season and out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with great patience and instruction. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but wanting to have their ears tickled, they will accumulate for themselves teachers in accordance to their own desires, and will turn away their ears from the truth, and will turn aside to myths." Now, the verbs Paul uses in this passage are all written in such a way that there is no specific time associated with their action. Because of that fact, we could say that he is telling Timothy that he is to keep preaching the word, keep reproving, keep rebuking, keep exhorting, all with great patience and instruction. So, what is Timothy's job and our job by extension? Well, the verb preaching means to announce the word publicly. We are not just to keep it a sign to believers, but also let unbelievers know through our public announcement. This announcement can come in three forms. The first is how we go about our daily lives. Do our public and private lives match up to who Christ is and his message? Secondly, we can verbalize it to the people we meet. This verbalization does not have to be preachy. The word Paul uses means to proclaim. Finally, we can announce Christ in our actions for others. Are we givers? Do we keep that which God has given us close to only ourselves, or do we desire to give it away as God leads? Reproving, rebuking, and exhorting are all associated with being disciplers of others. Reproving someone means to expose that which is false in a person's life. We are to be clear with those who we are discipling that we will be performing a spiritual operation on their lives as they conform to Christ. Rebuking simply means that we should tell the truth to our spiritual children with urgency. If a child moves towards a fire and you saw it, you would immediately respond, not waiting for the child to be injured. In the Civil Air Patrol, anyone from the newest cadet to the highest-ranking senior may, as loudly as possible, shout, "Knock it off," so that others will stop and recognize the danger that might be approaching and then take appropriate action. Now, exhorting comes from the Greek word meaning to come along or call alongside. We are partners, so to speak, in our walk with Christ. By walking with a person rather than being a drill sergeant, not to give them a bad name, we can guide and direct. We must do all of this work with patience and instruction. We need to understand and we need more time to accomplish their goals. Unless we are patient in our teaching, allowing them to grow at their speed, they may drift into areas that appeal to their desire to be pleased rather than pleasing God. Now, we as teachers have an extra responsibility to serve those whom God has given us. We are not to lord ourselves over them, but to humble ourselves and walk beside them as they grow. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.